Peace and Black Power. This is Daryl D. Welcome back to the show. Today is all about the sisters. We're going to look at some comic books, but we're going to focus on those beautiful, incredible, strong Nubian sisters. You know, when I'm out there digging for some interesting books that maybe I don't have or have not yet discovered, I come across a lot of really cool covers featuring these beautiful women. And I decided I'm going to start picking these up and sharing them with you guys. And so today I pulled out 10 from the mighty stack that I have begun to accumulate over the last few months to just spotlight the beauty that is the Nubian African goddess. So let's sit back and really get into this thing. Now, these comic books that I'm going to show you, I don't know anything about these books. I am almost sure, especially with flipping through a few of these, that these are books that, as far as the storyline, I'm definitely not really interested in. Some of them are pretty out there, and then some of them are themes that I just don't really get into real heavy. Uh, but the covers could not be denied. So here we are. Let's take a look at a few. The first one I pulled up, this is off of Valiant. This is issue number 9 of Livewire. Now, when I saw this book, what caught me immediately was the hair, the beautiful hair on this sister right here. And judging from her outfit, it looks like some type of space thing going on. And I've never been into um, outer space type comics and that kind of thing. Never been into that kind of stuff. I can't even think of a space story, like an individual story that I found to be interesting. So I know I flipped through this. The art didn't really catch me either. I will keep this book, but I doubt if I'll actually read it. So, but there you have it. But look at his sister, definitely got that look of being in control, being able to take care of business, very strong, and very beautiful. So I had to pick that one up. Next up, this is from Scout Comics. This is issue number 1 of Mega Centurions. Now check this one out. Now this one was interesting. Um, Beautiful afro, curly type of afro thing going on there. Um, I don't really get the whole superhero costume, but serving breakfast. um, Probably because I didn't open it up and I didn't take a look inside. But the covers definitely fly. Like I could, definitely see myself being served breakfast from a beautiful creature such as this. Anybody know anything about this comic book? Let me know. Maybe I'll have to crack it open and take a look and just see what we come up with. But the cover is definitely a yes. Next up, we have issue number 4. This is on Aftershock of Orphan Age. I'm sorry. Orphan Age. Now, I took a look inside of this one, and I definitely was not into the artwork. The storyline is probably pretty interesting. Didn't It's not a hero book of any kind. It just kind of gave me that whole vibe of this chick hanging out with girlfriends and buddies and just kind of a hangout. It's probably a decent story. I'm assuming it's a decent story, but I could probably get into this book. Definitely the cover had me definitely going. Kind of has a mystique to it, if you will. I I might, we never know. We might see more of this book. We just might. Some of these books, most of these books were pretty cheap. Probably somewhere in the $1 to $4 range. So nothing crazy. Nothing I'll probably have to dig super deep for. But we just might see this one again. Now, book number 4. This cover, some of it I loved and some of it I didn't. This is off of Dynamite, and this is Victory. Now, I'm sure some of you might be familiar with this book. Digging through, different comic shops, I noticed this book was popping up a lot. Not necessarily this cover, but this book. And they definitely specialize in real sexy covers or whatnot. This one is definitely beautiful. This artwork is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love the hair, the afro on this sister. That's really what drew me in. I'm not sure what this is about. She's kind of like holding the little cross chain or whatever. I don't know what this book is about. For those of you who are familiar, very familiar, you're probably looking at that cover and going, hey, what's up? That's kind of different. This looks like a regular chick. Actually, the real picture is her eyes are completely white, which kind of, yeah, I wasn't really feeling that. So I actually drew some little eyeballs or some little pupils in there, so she kind of looks somewhat normal. But if you're familiar with that book and you're like, hey, something's wrong there, that's what it is. Yeah, I just didn't want to present it like it was some kind of weirdo whatever it was, which probably is, or whatever. Anyway, a lot of these Victory books have really, really sexy covers on them. Actually, is that it? No. Yeah, I think this might be the only one. I may have one other one like this, or this particular title. But yeah, this is probably my favorite cover feature tonight. So we'll see. I might have to crack that one open too. Number 5. This is issue number 2 of, let me get this right, Salimba, part 2 of a 2-part special. And basically this kind of has a whole African jungle feel to it. Again, I don't know anything that's going on there, what's going on there, but that cover can't be denied. I mean, African sister in the jungle with a knife taking care of business. What is there not to love? You know what I mean? I know you do. This is definitely something I could probably look into. I mean, I'm not going to go searching for the first issue, but if I come across it, I'm definitely going to pick it up. Because if it's anything like this, I got a feeling it's very reminiscent to this first cover. And if anybody knows anything about these books, let me know. Put me up on game on some of these. We're halfway through. This is a book I saw. I loved this cover. I absolutely loved it. Issue number 8 of Kick Butt. Now I recently picked up a book, and I showed it on a past video. It was this chick, and I think it was this chick versus somebody else, some other chick, or it was some kind of team up. Somebody remind me of what that was. I picked up a couple of, maybe 2 or 3, and when I ran across them, I was at this warehouse sale here in town somewhere, and I absolutely love the artwork. I think I am definitely going to be picking up more of this book because it just looks super duper cool. This cover kind of reminds me of, did any of you guys read the Velvet book, where it was like the spy the older chick who was a spy, and her agency turned on her and they were trying to take her out, but she was like too slick for them or whatever. That was an incredible story. But that's kind of what this reminds me of. It probably has nothing to do, with that story or whatever. But this chick who's sitting there with the mask off, holding a gun, like she just finished taking care of business successfully. It kind of what was that other book? It kind of reminds me of like a vigilante type thing, but I have no idea if it is. But I'm definitely gonna have more to say about this title eventually. So, number 7. I think I I think my homeboy sent me this book. I hope I'm saying that right. Niobe, issue number 1. What is there not to like about this cover? I absolutely love the braids, the whole ancient Egypt type of thing, the gold bands, face is glowing. This is truly an African king, a queen, I'm sorry. Um, I believe I have another issue of this book, different issue, of course, but I don't remember exactly what it was about. But this one I'll definitely have to dive more into. But I just love this cover. When I saw it, I just had to have it. I just had to have it. Let's keep it moving. This one might have been another one. I'm not sure where I got this. If I picked this up or somebody passed it to me, but this is from Vault. This is issue number 1 of Barbaric. I've been seeing these around a lot lately. Now, if my memory serves me correct, because I started picking these up probably 2 months ago, and I've accumulated a nice little stack of them. If my memory serves me correct, I did look through this and did not like the storyline or the art at all. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it definitely was not anything that I was into. I will not be cracking this book open. I might find more covers, and I'll definitely be showing those if I do. But as far as the storyline, not for me, not at all. But yet a beautiful sister, loving the hair, and definitely looks like she is in control and taking care of business. And Daryl D's always down with stuff like that. 2 more I want to show you. This is one. This is kind of scantily clad, but man, I'll be damn if this ain't. Oh my God. This is okay. This is like some vampire Dracula type stuff, which I'm not into those kind of comic books or stories at all. But this cover is bananas. This is issue number 5 of the Sacred 6. Oh boy. Wow. Kind of looks like a super sexy, even more blacker version of Storm. That kind of looked like Storm if I drew her. You know what I mean? Anyway, the hair, again, that's what drew me in. And definitely a Nubian body, if you know what I'm saying. That's where it's at. You understand where I'm coming from? You understand? All right, cool. So, storyline, vampire stuff, not into that at all. So I probably won't be diving into this book or cracking it open. And it is a little bit more scantily than I prefer to show or whatever. So you probably won't ever see any covers quite like this. It's a little bit much for me and my taste. Um, but man, oh man, let's just move on. All right. And the last one I want to show, this one I loved. This is off of Image. This is issue number 4 of the Ambassadors. Check that cover out, man. This sister's like taking a quick breather in the alley. She's got the Mac 10. I don't know if it's a Mac 10. I don't know what gun, with one gun from another. Anyway, um, I'm not sure what this is about. I don't recall if I got a chance to flip through this or not. Based off of the cover, if the inside is anything what the cover is giving off, then I'm definitely going to have to follow this book and get some more. I really, really hope that I end up liking the artwork. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm definitely feeling this cover. You know, Miss Thang doing her thing, taking care of business, got them cool glasses